Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this Invictus Racing League's F3 League. I am your host with the most, Malk. I hope you're okay and well, guys. I hope you enjoy the stream as what we're about to kick off. I do apologise for the no stream last week because of obviously personal reasons. Obviously, with personal reasons, I couldn't participate in the stream last week. But I'll give you a bit of an update on that one. There's a few drivers that would have joined me with a commentary tonight, but unfortunately they're not there. So we've got some new drivers as well as really old ones. And F3 is just pure banter, absolutely fantastic, and great guys. And they will have a cracking moment tonight with at the glorious, beautiful track of the Silverstone track at the British Grand Prix. It's the 3.659 miles, 5.8 k, 5.9 kilometers. We have got at least 26 to 27 laps, and we're about to kick off now. So last week, I'll talk to you more about Wave and Tail won at Monza last week, and then it was Aaron J. Spence who is on top form at the minute, gained 3 seconds. I'm looking at it from the league's standings point of view. Looking at it, it's just absolutely unbelievable from Aaron J. Spence. And also you got F1 Richard. F1 Richard got third at Monza. It's a fair play to him. That's the highest position he's ever had since joining Invictus, and that hopefully that will be a big, massive boost for his confidence for the league as well. What else was there? Oh, it's a Spud dropped down to, I believe it was 7th. Yes. Betrayer got 6th after the top part. Obviously, top 3. So at least 3 top 3 finishes. He has dropped. He was outside the top 3 for the first time last week. So it'd be interesting to see how this capitalises. We've got, as I said, we've got some new drivers coming in. We have got Mike, who should have joined me in the commentary box tonight, but I don't know what's happened to him. And also, we welcome back JFM UFC, who's joined from the F2 League. Now, he was saying earlier on that he was struggling in the F2, and he decided to drop to F3. So I wish, it'll be a good start. Hopefully he'll do well in the F3 League. Oh my God, and as you can see, guys, on the Silverstone Grand Prix, we have got a wet quali. Now, this is interesting because this is a perfect track for mixed conditions. The last 2 races have been dry races for no assists and the Performance League. Now for F3, it's just absolutely immense, unbelievable. So it'll be interesting to see are they going to keep with the dry tyres, or are they going to keep with the keep with the dry tyres? Not dry tyres. I can't stop saying it. It's the dry setups. Or will they keep for the wet? I need to find out from the weather crew if they say, oh, Stephen's gone for the super softs in the pits. Very, very strange on that one. Unless you can see something that we don't see. But unfortunately, that is the wet conditions. So the intermediates, as you can see, have been looking here. This is going to be interesting. I'm going to watch BWA Clyde in this qualifying session for the first part of the qualifying. Now, BWA Clyde, as again, throughout the season, he has got 1 point, 1 point from Mexico, so he got 10th, then he got 9th in Brazil, and he's got 7th in Singapore, but he did not finish at Monza last week. So he'll need to get that big, massive boost if he wants to try and capitalise on getting to at least the top half of there. But obviously, if you guys wondering where Tedrot is, unfortunately he had a racing ban tonight due to obviously with the stewards and stuff, so obviously I can't say too much, but that's the reason why he's not racing tonight. Otherwise he would be gutted that this is his home British Grand Prix, and I wish him all the very best of coming back next week. So I'm just watching BWA Clyde now, coming up to the final few corners, passing Stowe, and then coming up to Club. Now, I'm not talking about the Biscuit Club, we were actually talking about the corner club here of the beautiful Red Bull car. Beautiful there. He's tried everything he can to get that big boost out there, and he's coming past to the first start finishing line now, and he's coming to the first corner now of Abbey, then coming up to Farm in a bit. Oh, he's got a little bit wide there, but he needs to keep holding on, and he does do that. He's coming up to Village now, and he's coming up to the fourth corner, which is the loop. Now, will he hold on to keep that loop going of his car? He's going up to the first DRS straight now of coming up to the Brooklands part. So he's coming up to the first DRS straight now. He needs to be in 32s. Yes, he does. He does a 32.5. Now, regarding the times around here, I'm not 100% sure with wetness here, but I think possibly 32s, 33s, possibly, I don't know, maybe 35s or 40s, who knows, we'll find out when we get a perfect lap in. But as you can see, he's coming up to not Stoke Court, sorry, Copses. I call it Corpse, I don't know why, but I just keep saying Corpse, but it's Copses corner there, and he's coming to Maggots, and then Beckett's now holding on for dear life here, and he needs to get that better exit there. He's got enough to do another lap in here, but he has got the DRS. He's on 117.2, and he's got to do everything he can to get a really good lap in, and he's got up to Stowe corner now, and he is going up now. He's coming up to Club corner, and I reckon he'll be about 45s, I think. 45s. Oh my God, Waving Tail's done. No, sorry, Aaron J. Spencer's done a 142.4. That's a great lap from him. And he's coming up to BWA Clyde now. Oh, it was an invalid lap, but he would have had a 145.3. Where's Betrayer? Betrayer, the leader of the championship here. He's coming up to the Stowe corner. Now, JFM, who's just come back from F2, as I said earlier in the stream. Oh my God, Betrayer's hit the grass there. MJ Coop has moved up to second now with a 142.9. Will Betrayer. Santuri's put up to fifth in a win of 140. Well, was now 6 now. No, 7. Now Betrayer's moved up to third. The championship leader has moved up to third in the British Grand Prix with a 143 flat. He needs to find 5 tenths out of nowhere. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. But never miss. Oh, Waving Tails. Oh my God, what is going on? Colin J has moved up to second with a 142.7, 2 tenths off his teammate. Was teammate, sorry. Aaron J. Spence in first place. So this is great stuff for Aaron J. Spence. I think he'll be the one to watch. I tell you what now, he's only 4 points behind Betrayer, Aaron J. Spence. But if he can get in front of Betrayer within the qualifying and hold on for in the race itself, I can't pronounce it anymore. I have to wait and see how it goes. But what's Waving Tail do? He's got proper 4 laps in. Waving Tail's moved up. Aaron J. Spence has done a 142 flat. Has done a 142 flat in the Force India. That may help with the wings. Oh, because of the boost of the other car, which was, I believe, was Waving Tails in the Haas car. So this is very intense moments. MJ Coop's pitted. He's going to try and do some more fueling. Now, as things stand, Aaron J. Spencer's moved up to first with a 142 flat. That is a fantastic lap. I know I did say 32s, which was a bit over realistic. But looking at it now, I did say 40s to 45s, but 42s, that is a great lap from Aaron J. Spence. And that is just unbelievable. But JFM was 2 tenths off. He's 2 tenths off from Aaron J. Spence. As I said, JFM will be the one to watch after he's come back. You got Betrayer in third. You got Colin J in fourth. You got MJ Cooper in fifth. Wave Intel sixth. Fasconi in seventh. Who's doing another lap in. So Spudder's just got back into the pits. He's in eighth. Stephen on ninth. Brennan's in 10th. Gazaman in 11th. Santeri in 12th. Nigel Gash in 13th. F1 Richard in 14th. He's moved up to 12th, so he's in 12th place now. Nigel Gash is in 14th now. But Never Misses in 145.5. He'll try and figure out how the hell he's going to get 3.5 seconds off Aaron J. Spence. I'll never know. But what's Captain Stiff, the aka the no assist commentator, aka the American of Aye Stiffy. That's it. He's coming on to the last corner of club now. He's going to try and get a good boost out of there. He's got to hold on. I think this is his proper lapping now. Oh, it's gone wide. Oh no! He nearly lost the car then. It looked like it was like hee Chameau on that one. But Captain Stiff is holding on. But that will not improve his time. I reckon it will probably be the same time as Never Misses at the minute. He needs to be in the 32s. He does. He's the same time. I will say this, at the same time was BWA Clyde, but that is still not enough. Now the guys at the top half, Aaron J. Spence, JFM, 2/10 off each other. What are they going to do? They're going to go out again and try to do 2 laps of the Inters? We'll find out. But Waving Tail Fasconi is doing another lap scene. Same with F1 Richard holding on. But I'm still watching Captain Stiff. I will go back to see if there's any other action going on with the other cars. But this is very intense moments here for Maggots and Beckett for Captain Stiff. And I will say this now, with will he get a perfect time? He needs to do he's done a 1:15.6. That is, he needs to be within touching distance, but I think he'll probably get 44s/45s. That's the time I'm guessing by the looks of it. He did make a mistake on before, I think it was Village. The farm, then the Village, that he was struggling. 33s. Oh, he's done a 143.7. That is a good lap from him. Very fantastic lap from him. So we've got MJ Coop. Now MJ Coop, he's got to do everything he can. And I'm watching it from, he's on lean. He's not doing his lapping. Right, Waving Tail. Waving Tail's got a 10th up on his lapping. He may, if he keeps it going, he may get in front of Betrayer and Colin. Now Betrayer, like I said, the top 4 at the minute have all gone out for out laps. Everyone's going out. You do not know what to expect here, guys. You do not know what to expect. I tried to avoid Cops' corner. That's the corner where everyone goes wide and there's too much speed up that corner. Fasconi's retired. Oh, Fasconi's retired in the pits. I thought there was a dramatic issue there with the car. So, Aaron J. Spence is going to go out for another lap in. He does not think that 142 flat is not enough to hold on for pole. We've got 1 minute left. We've got 1 minute left, guys. This is unbelievable. We've got 1 minute left. BWA Clyde's moved on to second. Where's that come from? Where has that come from? That is an unbelievable time from BWA Clyde. Will he do another lap in? He's going to go for it. But where's Wave? Wave's improved, but not much. Sorry, I say that again. Wave has improved by 5/10, but still not enough. MJ Coop's moved up to third. That's still not good enough. I think the guys are going to do another lap in. They've got to do another lap in. Where's Betrayer? Betrayer's doing his lap in. The championship leader is in 6th. This is not good. But where is Aaron J. Spence? He's gone wide at Copses. Corner. But where's Betrayer? Oh, Betrayer looks like he made a mistake on, I believe that was Village. I believe that was Village's corner. He's going past. He's already past the loop. But sector 1, Notorious. Notorious has lost his car. Notorious has lost his car. I won't think he's there. Gazaman. Oh, he's moved up to first with a 10th in front. But where's Aaron J. Spence? Aaron J. Spence passing Stoke. Stoke? I'm not talking about the Midlands here. On Stoke corner here. We're going past Club. I don't want to, again, I don't want another Club biscuit, but we'll try to see how Aaron J. Spence has passed up here. And he's done a 140, 141. What a lap! What a lap from Aaron J. Spence. But where's BW Klein? BW Klein, he's moved up to. Will he improve his time? He has! He has! Oh, where's MJ Coop? Oh my god, we have had 3 different pole sitters. Where can we have a 4th? Oh, I'm going to have no voice after this. Raventail's retired. But where's JFM? JFM? JFM! Oh, he's moving up to 3rd. But where's Betrayer? Betrayer has moved up to he's still in 7th. But will he improve his time? Oh my god. This is intense moments here. Will Jim do it? EVB's and QZ for the Ferrari, Scooter Ferrari. He's got to do it. He's got to do it. Oh, he just missed out by a 10th. Oh my god. That is absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable. Absolutely fantastic racing of absolute qualifying. And I said, and I'll keep saying this every week, there's no crystals, there's no fans. They stopped the fans at the Crystal Maze. But I'll tell you what, BW Clyde, the second Flying Scotsman, has moved on to first after he struggled at the start of the qualifying. And now, as I said earlier in the stream, he did not have a good season so far. But hopefully that is a massive, massive boost of this. If he can hold on to get first and hold on for first in this race, that will be absolutely fantastic. What a lap. I'll tell you what, it was Gazaman who had pole. He thought he had it. No. Aaron J. Spence thought he had it. No, he hadn't. BW Clyde by the skin of his teeth, by a 10th. At least a 10th. And I'll tell you what, we're going to have a cracker like this, guys. I'm absolutely delighted. Absolutely delighted. And I'll tell you what, let's hope we have a cracky one tonight. And I'll tell you what, this will be intense moments. So, as I'm watching here now, this is absolutely intense moments. As you can see, we've got BW Clyde in first, Aaron J. Spence second, JFM in third, Betrayer fourth, Gazaman fifth, MJ Coop sixth, Waventail seventh, Colin J in eighth, Pascal in ninth, Captain Stiff in 10th, 11 is Never Miss, 12 is F1 Richard, 13th is Sir Spud, O Stevens in 14th, Brennan's is in 15th, Santorio 16th, Nitrogash is 17th, Notorious is in 18th, and that, my friends, is the qualifying done and dusted for F3 for the British Grand Prix. Oh, I've had no confirmation, so they must have, I don't know if they did tell it me, sorry, but by the looks of that, it's going to be a dry race. It's going to be a dry race. Now, we're waiting for the guys to sort out their setups, their their strategies and the tyre wear to make sure. Now, this is a one stop. Because of the pit stop takes 30 seconds, it will take a one stop. They can't risk a two stop, but it depends on how they've got fresh tyres. So it'll be very interesting to see how these guys can pick their tyres. I would avoid the mediums. Personally, I avoid the mediums as much as possible. If you can hold the supers and the softs during the race, that you have done a fantastic job. You have done a fantastic job. I'll say good evening to Tejwa. Yes, Tej, we are live and exclusive on the F3. I have sent you an invite, mate, for the chat if you do want to join the commentary. It's up to you. But yeah, I cannot believe what's happened. As I said earlier, BW Clyde. Where's Jim? Jim was in, I believe, 5th or 6th in the qualifying. I can't remember now. But BW Clyde out of nowhere got pole. I mean, it was Gazzaman who got first in the dying seconds. Then it was Aaron J. Spence. Then it was BW Clyde. We were all there. It was just unbelievable stuff. And can I just say, make sure a massive good evening to Tejwar. How you doing, mate? You alright?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Malk. Thanks for inviting me to the party, and hello everyone watching this race, and hopefully the guys will put on a fantastic race for the viewers tonight.
Yeah, no worries. Like I said, I did invite you and Mike, but obviously I don't know what's happened earlier on, because I know you probably was busy or something, so I can understand. I hope you enjoy the stream. I'll try and give you no much heart attacks modes, but we're about to kick off now. We've got 2 lights, 3 lights, 4
go
lights.
ahead. I'll join the grid now, but I'll obviously just spectate with you.
Okay, no worries, mate. We have kicked off. We have kicked off, and I tell you what, there's been some good. Oh, we got some debris. Someone has lost a bit of front wing there. Oh, what a move! I don't know who was the Williams. Oh, that was Stephen. That would have been a massive, massive move. Unbelievable stuff. Absolutely fantastic. BW Clyde's holding on for first, but BW Clyde with Aaron J. Spence side by side. Oh, there must be some incident going on. Santura's got a 5-second stop and go penalty. I'm not sure what happened at the back of the grid. Oh my God! There's been some incidents at the back. Captain Stiff has dropped down, but he needs to show his evidence, because I did not see what happened during that stream there. But like I said, Tej, massive thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you're going to see some quality action tonight.
Yeah, not a problem, mate. I'm just watching it myself. You've got Clyde out in the front at the moment, Jim challenging Aaron Spence, and you've got MJ Cooper making his F3 debut, stuck right behind the back of the Ferrari. He's got Colin for company on his debut this season.
Oh my God, sorry to interrupt, Tej, but Aaron J. Spence moved up to first. No, BW Clyde, side by side, we have a two in a bed. Oh, BW Clyde's holding on for second. No, first. No. Oh, what a move from Aaron J. Spence. Oh my God, side by side round club. Oh, Clyde.
Yeah, Aaron J. Clyde playing the clutches of the train now as Jim goes right up the inside. Into farm.
Oh my God.
Jim's going to ride it out. Needs to be careful. He's got MJ Coop for company. MJ Coop having a look. Jim closes the door.
Oh, what a move from the Flying Scotsman of Waving Tell. Oh, you beauty. We've got quite a few couple of battles going on. I do apologise for the shouting, Tej. I did not mean to scream and shout.
No, not at all. I'll talk when you don't.
But we've got, as you can see, I'm watching Gazzaman closing in on Fascani now. Side by side. Gazzaman's holding on for 8, but Fascani's moved up to... No. Oh, shut up on that one. He's holding on for 8, Gazzaman. Oh, Fascani's struggled there. I'll tell you what, this is going to be very intense moments. I bet you're absolutely gunning for not this racing tonight, Tej.
Well, quite. Bernardo's got in the pit, so there must be early damage there for the Red Bull, so hopefully he'll be able to get back into the race, possibly go for the mediums for a one-stop. As we join the leaders now through Maggots.
Oh, keep going, Tom. What's happening so far? I'm just checking to see what's happening at the end of the grid.
No, I just got Clyde up front. Aaron took it into his slipstream. He's going to have a little look at the Cox corner. No, he isn't. He's going to have a good run down to Vale. Is he going to pop open? No, Clyde goes defensive into Vale, and he'll get a good run out of club all the way down to farm.
It could be not. It'd be an unbelievable moment here, Tom. And like I said, it's been an absolute honour for you to join me in the commentary box as well. It's just going to be absolutely epic. I'll tell you what. So Spud has pitted, but I think he has got some damage from wing, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wonder if he's got damage or he's just going to try and cover off Bren in the Red Bull. Depends how fast he's going to catch up. Thing is, Brent should have possibly gone to the mediums. He's gone to the softs now, so he's going to be stopping again. We all know this is the longest pit lane as Jim's under pressure from MJ Coupe.
Oh,
Into the Luffield Woodcut sector after the Wellington straight.
This is unbelievable moments here, and I'll tell you what.
Using all his experience sending MJ Coupe out wide, he'll be hoping to try and get the slipstream from there and force India now.
Yeah, what was I going to say? I mean, Silverstone, what do you think of Silverstone as a whole, Tom, while we're watching some of the battles?
As a racer, I think it's the best track. I think it's the best track on the F1 calendar. It's fast, you've got your mix of slow corners, and I absolutely love the Cops, Maggots, Beckett's store section, and on the run down to Bailey. I don't think it's the best section in Formula 1. As you've got Aaron on the back of Clyde, DRS open, up the inside in the store corner. Clyde tries to defend, he goes wide, and he gets the run out the corner. He's going to go defensive here, I think. Tweak to the left. Yeah, just enough to keep Aaron behind. As Jim goes up the inside. Very optimistic move from Betrayer there. As Aaron goes wide, Jim's going to get a run up the start-finish straight. He's tucked right in the back. And MJ Coupe opens up, so Coupe trying to get Jim blocked in there.
Oh my god, we have a what do you call it? The choo-choo train of Aaron J. Spence. Oh sorry, BW Clyde now. It'll be a 4-car battle, Tom. 4-car battle for the top half.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the race so far, I mean, Clyde, as the leader, he's not really opened up a gap, and you've got half a second, 6/10. I think he's probably going to be the first one to pick to give himself a fighting chance of winning this race. He just needs to keep the 3 charges behind him, because there's a bit of a gap now between MJ Coupe and Wave and Tell, as we can see. Yeah,
it should be some interesting moments here, I think, because as I said to you earlier, I mean, when I asked you about the track as a whole, as Silverstone, I mean, I agree with you.
Oh, there's plenty of overtaking. There's plenty of overtaking. The thing is about Silverstone is that there's plenty of overtaking spaces, but not just that. You can go majority of the track side by side. It's one of those tracks where it opens up. You've got the space if you want it.
Definitely. Whoever makes the perfect overtake at Cops' corner.
Here we go, Mark. So I have to cut you off there. It's Clyde leads the foursome down the hanger straight.
Oh my god!
Aaron Spence just doesn't have enough speed in that Force India.
It could be that BW
Aaron Spence
Clyde
runs wide.
Yeah, it could be that BW Clyde's got lower wings than Aaron J. Spence. He may be good at corners, but BW Clyde's got the long straights. Could be. Hence why Betrayer's closing in, and MJ Coupe as well. Betrayer's looking. He's looking to see if there's a gap, but he's not.
I think at the farm now, to always run wide. He was ideal to try and phone up the inside. He's going to try and tuck in, get a good run out of this corner, round the loop, and hopefully he can use the DRS, because Aaron doesn't look strong in a straight line. So I'm a bit surprised about that, because normally he sets his car up to be a lot quicker in a straight line.
No,
but here we go now, Jim. DRS is open.
Oh my god. Oh, actually, the top 2 drivers of the championship at the minute are in 2nd and 3rd, Craig. At the minute, so this is Craig. Sorry, I've got used to Craig.
No.
Sorry.
I just got a funny feeling now, though. I'm obviously quite biased towards my teammate, but I think if Jim clears Aaron, I think Aaron's very fortunate. He's got the run of Clyde at the moment to keep the speed up.
Oh!
As Aaron goes wide again, he's done that quite a few times now. He's going to compromise his run, I feel, through Maggots Beckett. I hope we're watching the corner extending there, Mark, because it was quite frequent last night, and I'd like to see it happen again tonight.
Yeah, we'll try. Oh, MJ Coupe!
Oh, you see what's happened there is Aaron going off his compromised Betrayer.
But Aaron J. Spencer's holding on. Oh, he's just won a move. Oh my god. Oh, come on. F1 Richard has moved on to 9th. He's moved on to 9th, past Frascani.
Aaron's took the lead. He'll be hoping Clyde can hold Coupe and Betrayer back now in the same respect, in the same way they held him back.
Yeah, I think that'll be damage limitations there. Because
I've got a feeling now though, Clyde with DRS, he could have a good run at Aaron here, because I don't think Aaron's got a good straight line speed. It won't surprise me at the end of the Wellington straight you see Clyde getting close enough for a move. Let's have a look at this one now, Mog.
Yeah, I'm watching it same time as you, Tom. But here we go.
Here we go, here it is. Here's the go, as I said, he's got the faster straight line speed.
Side by side at the Luffield. That was, jeez.
Oh, he was forced wide there by Aaron. All's fair in love and war, as you say.
Yeah,
It's a
what?
shame for him.
Yeah, what do you
One of
think
the
of
fairest
that?
drivers on the grid.
Yeah, what do you think of that, Tom? What was your
Um,
point of the view of that one? Sorry.
Slightly more circumspect. I mean, 6 laps in, you at least try and give each other enough room. It's still early days, you know, and it might be
Yeah,
something for the stewards to look into possibly. But yeah, it's a bit unfortunate because we all know Clyde's a good, solid driver. But now it's going to be interesting now. MJ Coupe against Aaron Spence. MJ Coupe, the F2 driver.
yeah.
Is he going to have a look?
I mean, MJ Coupe. MJ
There
Coupe's
you
not going
go.
to win him.
Dive bomb. No.
No, but this may bring. Oh, it looked like from a helicopter's point of view. This is a beautiful helicopter view of the camera. But it looked like
Have you
Tom.
seen what's happened here though, Malk? The front three squabbling has brought Wavintel right back into play. He was at 1.3 seconds behind. Has
Yeah,
never missed picks up a penalty. Now Jim is going to get a move on here. You can feel the Haas breathing down his neck, and obviously we all know that Wavintel is the driver in for the championship.
yes,
MJ
definitely.
Coupe the odd one out at the moment, as you can see Aaron, Jim and Wave fighting for the title.
Yeah, it looks like the guys here. It looks like they're struggling for the straight line speed, except for Peterborough and Clyde. From what I've seen, it looks like they're struggling for a straight line. I think they're more for corners than ever
See,
before.
if it was me now, Malk, I'd be thinking about possibly pitting this lap, next lap, and eking out a set of softs. I managed to do that last night, but if looking at the gap, I think they've probably come out behind Nitro Gas, which isn't a bad thing because you've got a big gap towards Spud and Notorious after that.
Yeah,
You get a bit of fresh air as well while
yeah,
you're squabbling over positions.
true, true. But don't forget, in the qualifying, it was intermediate wets in qualifying, so they have got more or less fresh tyres for the race.
Yeah, they can go. Obviously, yeah, I forgot about that. They can go a little bit longer.
So possibly lap 12, 13 for super softs, and then
Possibly, like I say, I think it all depends if you're getting held up as MJ Coupe goes off once again.
I think, like I said, the top four, and this will bring Biederman Clyde back into play after that unfortunate accident. Obviously, tried to get back onto the track as well. But looking at it now, Tom, I mean, who do you pick out of the top four at the minute after lap 8?
Well, I'm going to say, with experience, I'm going to say Jim, but then again, at the same time, you can't rule out Wade and Teller, who's just come right back in there. So as MJ Coupe goes off and Jim goes up the inside, he's going to have Jim will have DRS here as well. He's only 8 tenths behind Aaron. See, this is what I was touching on before, Mal. Even though everyone's squabbling behind him, Aaron has not been able to kick on.
No.
So we'll have to see now if Jim can get up to him.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see what fuel he's got. Both of them have got more or less nearly over 3 laps of fuel over, basically. So be interested to see what's going on. But there's a few battles going on as well, not only at the top half, Tom, but also from 8th to 9th and 10th. I know they're a little bit about 4 to 8 tenths, but College is struggling at Copses, which brought F1
Jim's got
Richard.
70 now as well.
Oh, that's.
Oh, MJ Coupe and Wavintel down the hanger straight now, Malk. MJ Coupe went off there.
Just going to try and get back to that F1 Richard and Fasconi battle with Colin in a bit. Oh, the wave!
Oh, he needs to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, but F1 Richard has moved up to 8th, passing Colin J. What a move!
Yeah, lovely move at Stoke
Oh,
corner
what a move!
It's interesting now, Malk. Aaron, Betrayer and Wave are all in rich mix with 3+ laps. MJ Coupe has only got just over 1.8, so he's obviously been running rich mix for a lot longer. Could come back to bite him in the second stint of the race. Well, it all depends on who chooses to pit. I know we were talking before about having the fresher tyres, but I'd be leaning towards this lap or the next lap personally, because you can easily get 16 laps out of the softs.
Yeah, easily, but this is why people, they shouldn't have gone for the mediums, because it's awful. I will be honest, it is awful.
You're saying that, I mean, look at the JFM UFC.
True, true.
Controversially joining this weekend under some circumstances, but he's running the mediums and he's running strongly in 6th.
Yeah, he's moving up to 6, but obviously he will have to pit. Actually, everyone top 15 have all got to pit, Tom. They've all got to pit. But watching Pascali now through Maggots. Oh, I thought he was going to go for a bonsai through Beckett's now. We're going through F1 Richard in 8th, Colin J in 9th, and Pascali in 10th. But F1 Richard's lost out. He will lose out 2 places here. He will lose out 2 places because Pascali's got the faster tyre here. No? Yes? Maybe? 50-50? Find a friend?
Pascali. Pasquale, obviously, he's in a rush to get through there. He's obviously on the softer tyre and you can see Richards on the softs.
But he's struggling and he's gone past.
He's got through. He's through.
Oh, what a move! Pasquale says, thank you very much. Come again.
Quickly touch on it now, Malk, that Aaron has broke the DRS. He's got a second over the trail at the moment. He's got 7 tenths back to MJ Coupe and the same gap to Waventel. So the race is just starting to settle nicely. As you can see in 5th place, after he's off, Peter Clyde is right back up there.
Yeah.
I just get a feeling these front 5, there isn't one of them who's managed to take the race by the horns and say, I'm going to go with this, I'm going to take this race, I'm going to try and win it. That's not the case at the moment, you know, she's still got the top 5.
True.
All within 3 to 4 seconds.
True. This is going to be a very interesting
what a
moment.
Lovely view that is at Cops Corner. That's one of the best camera angles in Formula 1, that, when you sweep round Cops.
Yeah, definitely. I was going to say earlier, but obviously you caught up with the battles going on, but what's the best corner or best part of the track around Silverstone that you always think, yes, this is the one that should be?
I think, no, for me, it's as soon as you've come out the loop and you're down the Wellington Straight, you've obviously got Luffield, Woodcut, you run down to Cops, Maggots, Beckett's. I think, oh yeah, we've got some pitters here, Malk. As MJ Coupe and Waventel both follow each other in. Wave might have just touched the back of MJ Coupe there, but I don't think he's got any damage from it. So now, this will be interesting as Jim, he's not gone to rich mix, and you'd have thought at this point of the race, with 2 drivers you're fighting with pitting, you'd have gone to rich mix because he's definitely got the fuel in hand to do so. As we can see, Aaron Spence is still running rich mix, so it's interesting.
Yeah,
very interesting. I think it's pretty clever of Wave to follow MJ Coupe into the pits because obviously he was thinking as soon as you go, I go. So it's going to be an interesting phase of the race now, Mark, especially for the front 5.
Yeah, but I would have thought they would have had to pit at least another 2 laps. Then that would have been a little bit more, but obviously they probably know more.
I think what it is sometimes though, you've got to force the race when you're in a tight battle, as they are the front 5. Sometimes you've got to sacrifice that tyre at the end of the race to get track position now. For instance, like at Singapore when I was getting stuck behind MJ Coupe, I had to get out of the traffic because I knew I was losing time, and if I get some clean air on fresh tyres, come the end of the race I'd have position so I could at least make it hard for the drivers to overtake. So I've got a feeling, pending how they both went in, MJ Coupe and Wave could be net first and second, and it all depends on the traffic because as we can see now, MJ Coupe is only 1.7 behind Santuri, and I don't think the McLaren will be too kind to move out of the way, so this is what they played into some traffic.
Yeah. Tom, I'm sorry to interrupt you there, but top 3 have all pitted.
Here we go, see, that's what's happened, Malk. They've started a chain reaction. As soon as the first one goes in, it forces you to go in. One of these, any of these could have been wanting 13 or 14 laps, but because Coupe, and like I say, Wave pitted, they've forced the race, they're pushing the race now. It's going to be interesting to see where they come out.
Yeah.
And they both come out in exactly the same position they went in. Let's go on board with MJ Coupe to see where he comes out.
I just saw a incident between Waventel and Nitrogash. Now Waventel just went past the second DRS straight.
Obviously, MJ Coupe's got them, Malk. He's got them.
He's
got a corner cutting penalty.
Yeah.
Very clever by MJ Coupe. He came out of traffic. He pitted a lap earlier and he's gained the net position, but now he's stuck behind Santuri.
But he's got a chance.
Like I said, he has. He'll have to get this move done as soon as possible because the other guys are behind him and they'll be seeing what's going on here. And Santuri, to his credit, is making a fist of it.
He's holding on for dear life here. Yeah. I'll tell you what.
No. Aaron needs to clear Santuri by the hanger straight. He has to clear him. If he's got a chance of winning this race, he's got to clear him because he cannot let MJ Coupe get a second, 2 seconds ahead, because we've seen how consistent these drivers are so far this season, and the gaps between them, they do not go down as quick as you'd like, and he's looking like he's getting a little bit agitated behind the McLaren at present. I can understand that being a racer myself, as you can, Mark, as Santuri runs wide and his headley wants off, as Aaron Spence goes right up the inside, and he's going to clear him by the corner.
Oh, what?
Oh, lovely move.
Go on, say it, Tom. Say it. Go on.
Unbelievable moment.
Yeah, I knew he was going to say that. That's it. Unbelievable on that one. But I'll tell you
Interesting now though. Oh, the Force India went off.
Oh, what happened?
It's giving Jim a chance with the no, he went wide coming out with Vale, and he took club a little bit wide as MJ Coupe. He started kicking his legs now as he sets the fastest lap of the race. Clyde, see, that's the pressure there. Clyde getting the 3-second time penalty. He's trying to keep up with him. He's got Jim, who's like 1.5 seconds ahead of him, and he's forced an error on it to himself. So that's quite a few of them now on 3-second penalties. But as you can see now, as the race unfolds, you've got the front four: Coupe, Aaron, Betrayer, Clyde, all within the same straight. See, this is what I've touched on before. The consistency of this grid is such a gap of 1 second is massive, because gaining a tenth here, gaining a tenth there, it's everywhere. You've got to be on the button all 26 laps, and it's a very clever move by MJ Coupe to come in early. It was by wave as well, but obviously he had a bit of a
nitrogas
collision with nitrogas there.
Yeah, I think he must have been speedy on the pit lane, so the 5 seconds will be added onto his time at the end of the race. But Coupe, Coupe and Stiff, he's past the captain here on this MJ Coupe. What a Coupe on this passing passing stuff. Oh, fair play.
I don't think Captain wanted to fight with him too much, because I think he's trying to make his tyres last a little bit longer in the race, and it's pointless fighting with a car that's obviously a lot quicker than you, because you'll end up losing space yourself. And we'll find out now how easy it is for Aaron to get through, because he's been held up. This is a problem now. MJ Coupe's been very efficient at clearing the traffic, and Aaron just 1, 2, 3 corners as he goes for the dive bomb. Here we go, Malk. That's what we're talking about, the impatience of seeing that the driver you're chasing is getting away and you're stuck behind a slower car. It's played very nicely into the hands of the Toro Rosso there.
Yeah, very.
And also, while I touch on that, Betrayer has brought the gap down from 1.3 to 6 tenths. So just being stuck behind Captain Stiff for half a lap has cost him here. But and that Betrayer goes past. Does he go through?
Yeah, he's put through there.
A lot easier for Jim as he followed Aaron through.
I think what happened was, Tom, like you said earlier, I think Captain Stiff does not want to get into that battle on that one, because I think his tyres are completely shot, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, he has.
One person I'd like to keep an eye on here, as the race continually develops, is Notorious. He pitted earlier on for the medium tyres. He won't be, I think he will be going to the end. He's only a couple seconds behind at the moment. I think he'll be pushing for a good 6th, 7th place come the end of the race, so that'll be one to keep an eye on.
Yeah, I'll be the one to watch as well. But fair play to the guys here. They're doing a cracking race tonight at the Silverstone at the British Grand Prix.
Fantastic. You wouldn't expect anything less from this grid. It's a fantastic grid.
Oh, what a move on BWA Clyde at Club. Oh, fair play.
Again, we see it again as Clyde didn't want to see his rivals getting too far ahead. He's got 2.3 seconds to Jim now, and he'll be hoping that the donkey in the back of that Red Bull is alive and kicking.
Yeah,
he looks to close the gap to Jim.
He'll try everything he can. I said this earlier in the stream, Tom, but BW Clyde, as I said earlier, he's had a struggling season.
Sorry, Mark, I have to cut you off there, Mark, because Jim goes up the inside at the end of the Wellington Straight as we go around Luffield. Jim keeping it as tight as he can on the apex. Through Woodcut. Run down to Cops. This is where this corner is so critical for the run down Hanger Straight. You need to take it as fast and as well as you can. As Aaron goes wide once again, Jim will spot that and he'll think, alright, could be in here. Quick left and right jink, drop down to 6th, possibly 5th, depending on how your tyres are going. And flat straight onto it.
Yeah.
Let's have a look, see what the gap is now. Gap's 4 tenths. Jim will be thinking, oh, if I get close enough, I'm going up the inside of you. has never missed the tyres once again, the bookie's favourite.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. That was at before Cops's corner. Now he retired.
Yes, yeah. I mean, these two squabbling now, like I said earlier on, it's playing ideally into the hands of MJ Cooper, as we can see. As Gazzaman finally pits from his soft tyres. Possibly got a touch too long on them.
Yeah.
But MJ Cooper now 2.5 ahead of Aaron.
Don't know what to say. Don't know what to say there, but fair play to him. Fair play, but the top two of the championship in the F3 league, Aaron J. Spencer's in third at the minute. 2008. He will be a point beyond, not point, but like I think it's 4 points at the moment. So he'll be 3 points behind if it stays like this. I know it won't be like this because F1 Richard has to pit. Because he has to pit, he's the only one left. So he will probably be 2 points if it stays like this. I'm not saying it will be, but it could be at the end of the race.
Yeah, I think you come in the pit on the end of this lap, Mark, and I don't think it'll bother Coop too much. As you can see, the gap's going down a tenth every corner. I feel quite strongly Richard's going to pit now, seeing as though he saw Gazzaman pit just before him, so he won't want to lose too much. As Jeff 10 gets a 3-second time penalty. Yeah, as we see, Richard goes into the pits as predicted, and that frees the Toro Rosso, who now has a 2.1 second gap to Aaron J. Spence, and Aaron keeping ahead of Jim. 8 tenths behind, he's getting in the DRS, but just not long enough. Yeah. You can see Clyde will be looking at this race thinking, if I didn't get knocked off at the start by Aaron, I could have been up there myself, because he's had a good turn of pace. It's good to see Clyde return to the top half of the grid, because he's a very friendly guy. He always gives a lot of room, and he's a pleasure to race against.
Yeah, definitely, Tom. Respect that, absolute respect on that. But as we're watching the race tonight, I mean, on lap 17 of 26, who's been your driver so far? I know it's early days, but I'm just seeing.
Well, it's not, is it? We're past halfway.
Well, you know what I mean, don't you? You know what I mean.
My driver of the day so far, mainly because he did what I probably would have done, and I think the majority would have done, would be MJ Coupe, because he was down in third. He saw there was a cluster of cars. The top 5 were next to each other, and he forced the race onto him. He said, "I'm coming in now, and you've missed your chance." And he's jumped him. He's jumped Aaron Betrayer, and he's got a good lead. But the lead's coming down now. I thought if he did clean air, he was going to get away, but it's down to 1.7. So the race is far from over with 9 laps to go, and you obviously got Jim, who's within 4 tenths now.
Yeah.
As they come through Stowe Corner down to Vale. Lovely sequence of corners. I've sat in Club Corner many times for the qualifying at the races, and it's a fantastic view.
Yeah.
As once again, Aaron goes over the grass. Doesn't really compromise him as much as I think it would.
But don't forget,
picks up another 3-second time penalty.
But don't forget, Aaron J. Spence has got a 3-second time penalty, as well as MJ Coupe. So
yeah, Jim does as well, and Clyde. So the race is wide open. I'd like to see it as a status quo, because if everyone's got a 3-second time penalty,
yeah,
game on, Malk. They're fighting on track.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold my hands up now and apologise to the rest of the grid. I think the top 5 have put on an absolute feast of fantastic racing for us so far, and I do hold my hands up and apologise for lack of airtime to the rest of you.
Tom, stop saying sorry and apologise. We're watching a cracking race from not just the top 5, of the whole grid. So fair play to F3. Fantastic job from the admins of yourself and the squad for making it a cracker. And we had some banter at the start, and fair play to them. I tell you what, let's keep it going. Absolutely fantastic. And Tom,
yeah,
you're a legend.
Myself, man.
So yeah. But I tell you what, here, F1 Richard. I mean, he got third.
3 tenths behind Pasconi now. Pasconi. There's been rumours in the Mercedes garage that they have been happy with his performances of late, and he was feeling the wind of Richard's breath down his neck at the moment.
If you're going to stay under pressure,
right?
If you're going to stay under pressure, Tom, do the Queen song, and you're a super legend. That's it.
No, oh! F1 Richard, he's opened it up. He's made a room for himself. A little bit of shoulder barging. but he's going to point up the inside. He's thinking, you've given me room, I'm going to take it. The stamp has been licked, and up the inside scored Richard.
Oh, what
like
a
ferret
move!
up a drain pipe.
Oh, I tell you what, you're getting some more quotes than I am on this one, Tom. Fair play on that one. You got F1 Richard moved up to 9th now. That was a great pass from Pasconi, who's in the mediums. He'll try and get past Colin J, who's also on the mediums at the minute. But will Pasconi try and catch F1 Richard at this point? At this stage, I can't see it happening because obviously F1 Richard did pit in a couple of laps ago. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens in this situation.
I'm surprised Pasconi went on the medium tyres, I'll be honest with you. You're more than careful of doing super soft, especially under wet qualifying, as now, and Maggotts Beckett's Jim is as close as he's ever been. Quick left and right. 6th gear, he takes it in 6th. He's obviously feeling a lot confident in the tyres. Rich Mix, furious Jim, is going to try and get in the slipstream of Aaron. He's closer than he has been these last 19 laps. Is he going to follow the inside? No, he's going to be a little bit more circumspect and leave it for another day. I'm just looking at the fuel there, Malk. If you can see, MJ Coopy's got plus 57, so he's obviously been pushing. He thinks that 2.4 gap is good enough, because if these two keep squabbling, I think you're down to the top 3 for the race win now. I think the train wave until they haven't kept up the same impetus what they had early in the race, so interesting, definitely be interesting.
But don't get me wrong, JFM's just got the fastest lap of the race, so he is charging like a madman on here, chasing up onto the Flying Scotsman of Wave Intel. And again, I know I said this earlier, never miss. I was speaking to him earlier, Tom, and obviously he was more concentrated on trying to get more points for F3. But at the minute, as I keep saying, the book is favourite.
Never miss.
Yeah, you can't never miss it.
No, I just want to say a little word for never miss, if you don't mind me. It's probably quite serious.
Okay.
He recently had something going on in his personal life, and to his credit, he wasn't going to race tonight, and I'm glad he has, and I hope he makes a full recovery soon, and you got the support of everyone here at Invictus. If you ever need anything, more than happy to help and oblige. Good to see you race again tonight, mate.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Obviously, hopefully he'll keep going with the racing.
Captain Stiff, up behind Stephen.
Oh!
He's so close to him. He can literally poke him in the back through his chair at the moment.
That's too much. Oh, Captain Stiff, holding on.
No.
Oh. Corpses, not corpses, but Corpses corner. It'll be Maggotts next.
Beckett's brilliant section.
So,
I think he might have me a Malk. Oh, he's just seemed a little bit compromised. He was a little bit closer than that in Maggotts Beckett. As though Stephen goes a touch defensive, is he gonna? Yeah, he's that run out of the Maggotts Beckett's complex. Obviously compromised Stiff's run. He's on the fresher tyre here. As Santuri, another retirement for the McLaren man, and I hope it is not the Honda engine. No, it's his front right.
just watching JFM battling out with the Flying Scotsman of Wave Intel for 5th place at the minute, Tom. And I'll tell you what, I wanted to go back to the Captain Stiffo Stephen battle, but this is quite intense moments here, coming up to Copse's corner. And I'll tell you what, whoever does a proper overtake that I've seen in many years, where Pasconi did it in the Performance League a few seasons ago, if anyone can do that, I will give them, some extra points. I don't care.
This is an interesting battle here, Mark, because I want to see Wave touch the boundaries on his defending. We know he can attack, he can race, but if you just push the boundaries on his defending, if he can keep him behind for a good 5 laps, even he's got the fresher tyres, it's a job well done tonight for Wave, I think. I think he'll learn a lot more for himself than what he would to the points. As we see, the front 3, the gap's not come down at all, and Jim's, if anything, fell behind. And I think that's going to be your order for this evening at present, unless somebody else can get a penalty. As Wave and JFME will go. Let's see what Wave's doing. Wave's got not a lot of fuel left.
Oh,
JFME. Wave's gone into standard mix. He's got +3.3. Wave in a rich mix +4. goes wider through the loop to try and get a better run down the Wellington Straight, and it looks like it has paid off because he is right on the back of Waving Tail, the average moving Scotsman. As he goes defensive, this will be fantastic wave. Is he going to hold him out? He's going to hold him out.
Oh, jeez,
Absolutely
Louise.
fantastic.
Oh, there was a little bit of contact there, but tell you what, sunshines, this is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Right. Don't go side by side at cops. Deary me.
No, so
Deary me.
Vasco did that, and he overtook a cops. That's what I said. If anyone can do it, if Vasco can do it, please, I want to repeat that because that is the best overtake I have ever seen at Copses at Silverstone. It doesn't matter if it's straight or what. I don't care.
I'm just going to ride on board with Wave at the moment, man, to see if he goes in rich mix down the straight. Give himself, he has. He's pushing JFM to the limit. He's going to brake late, he's going to hold it. And he does. Oh, and he's got him around the outside.
Oh, we might have. Oh, it's just
Oh, I'd have to say that was a little bit over the top from JFM. It was obvious he was closing the door there.
What was your view? What was your view? Sorry, Tom.
My view was that I think JFM got in a little bit too hot. I think he could have been a little bit more careful.
Yeah.
It's a shame really because Wave was running fantastically well, and obviously it could be a big hit for his championship contention now, which is a big shame. I mean, both the Haas lads have had a nightmare race tonight. It's an absolute shame because they're both wonderful racers and two great people to get along with. But if anyone's the beneficiary of that, it's Gazzaman in the Force India. 2 Force Indies in the top 5. Vijay Mallya will be absolutely delighted that the only race he can attend due to him being a very naughty man indeed.
Yes.
Aaron has got the gap down to 1.2. Could we have a grandstand finish?
What?
At the home of British motorsport, as the Toro Rosso, the Force India, the Ferrari, barrel on down the hangar straight. 1, 2, 3.
We might have a slipstream problem, guys, because someone has left the session. So
yeah, JFM I think is the one who's left. So I'm not really I don't know. We'll see. Regardless of the slipstream, Mark, I feel like you've still got to be a quality racer to get a move done. And
yeah,
like I say, for me personally, I think the slipstream glitch is irrelevant. I think you've still got top quality racing, and I think if you get close enough, you'll see the cream rise. As Aaron, he can smell 12 points. He can almost touch 12 points. And you can see MJ Coupe in front of him. Aaron's got a lap of fuel to use in Rich. As you can see, MJ Coupe, he's literally going off the fumes in that Renault at the moment with plus 13 to go. Jim, I'm surprised he's still kept it in standard. Maybe we can see something from him come the end there.
Just don't forget the fuel goes like an instant, doesn't it, after one lap?
Especially at Silverstone. I believe that's mainly because of like the quick shifting. There's a lot of gear changes at Silverstone, and obviously you're flat out for the majority of it as well.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Let's see how MJ Coupe takes Maggots Beckett's here. A good indication of the tyre wear. Touch left, touch right. If he drops down to 5th, no, 7th, he's a bit cautious, you see. 5th, very, very slow going down the gears, so I think his tyre wear is going to be a lot harsher than what it is compared to Aaron and Trey. Obviously he did come in a lap earlier, so that's something to be wary of.
Yeah, definitely.
There's Aaron now. Let's have a look at Aaron through the veil, see if he goes right down the gears. He's got off again, he needs to be cautious. He's got the gap down to 1 second. Yeah, Aaron's tyres are a lot better than Coupe's. He's got a lovely run through the veil. The tyres stick nicely for a club. He's going to have a good fresh run at him now.
Alright, here's a question for you, Tom, before we finish. Do you reckon Aaron will get Coupe in the next 2 laps or not?
Oh, damned if you do, damned if you don't. I think if Aaron gets close enough, I think he'll go for it, and I think any racer at heart would. It's just going to be interesting now. I think Jim could be the clever man here. I think he's going to let these two have a little quabble, and hopefully he can... he will be hoping he can be the beneficiary.
Yeah.
I've got to say, drive of the day for me is following up his podium from last week. I'd have to say from Richard. He's picked up where others have gone off.
Yeah.
One of my drivers of the day, should I say. Another professional accomplished drive from the beginner.
Yeah.
The rookie, should I say. The gap's still hanging around 8-9 tenths between MJ And Aaron Malkas. Oh, how's your luck? Aaron J. Spence with a 3-second penalty. At present, he will drop down to 3rd place. But MJ Coop's getting very tight on the corners. I'll tell you what, this last lap is going to be a bit of a humdinger, Mark, because I think MJ Coop is literally hanging on with those tyres. This is where it comes into play, what I said earlier on in the stream, Mark, when you push the race, you force the race. He's obviously gone for the track position as Aaron goes wide again. I definitely think that's got to be looked into. He's gone wide most of the race, unfortunately, which obviously it's cost him with 2 penalties, and Jim will know that now, I think, if he's watching the stream. So at the moment, your next second is Jim, I believe, but let's see, as we head into the last lap.
Yeah, well, we're at the final lap of the qualifying,
6
of the race.
tenths now, Malk.
6 tenths now, but this is absolutely...
right on board with MJ Coop, down into 3rd, through the loop.
Through the loop, not with the Coop.
Screaming on down to the hanger straight.
Not the loop, not with the Coop, but what will happen in a dupe? On that one, we'll have to wait and see on this. But Wilson Spud try and catch up to O'Stevens while Tom's still watching MJ Cooper and Aaron J. Spence battle at the top 2 at Silverstone Grand Prix. But we'll have to see where they are now. They're coming up to Copse's corner. I'm still watching O'Stevens and Sir Spud. They're just going past the start finishing line. O'Stevens gone wide, but Sir Spud's going to try and close in on O'Stevens now. Aaron J. Spence still within 3 tenths. Beckett. Oh my God. Here we go.
Yeah, he does have a 6-second time penalty though, Mark, so I think Cooper, even if he doesn't have to fight with him, but I think as a racer he'll want to go across the line in first place there.
Yeah. Oh, we'll have to wait and see. Oh my God. Oh my God.
No, no, he shouldn't have done that. He shouldn't have done that at all. No, what a shame for the lad. He's had a oh no, he's had a fantastic season. Oh, I'm so sorry for Coop.
What
Jim
happened?
being the gentleman gives him the race win back. Absolutely fantastic. That's a true sportsmanship for
Oh,
Formula 1,
fair play. Fair play.
Well done Jim, and well done Coop. I tell you what, Coop, from my personal opinion, he's had a fantastic season. He hasn't been consistent. He's pushed the limits a touch. We've had to wind him in, but he's definitely a young, accomplished driver, and I'm absolutely delighted for him to get his first win, especially at the home of British Motorsport. There's no better feeling, and Aaron looks to have finished in 9th at the moment. Yeah, got a little bit naive and inexperienced, possibly going for it round the outside. There was no way MJ Coop was going to give him room there, because Aaron's actually fell down to 12th. Is that right, Mal?
What's that, sorry?
Aaron down to 12.
Yeah, he's down to 12 apparently on there, but he has DNF'd on that one. But
well done, Jim. Fantastic for the Ferrari constructors as well. 10 healthy, beautiful points for Ferrari.
That, I tell you what, that Aaron J. Spence will be absolutely gutted if he managed to just at least hold on a little bit too much. He would have kept that. He would have been at least a few points behind. But now he's lost it.
He already had a 6-second penalty, so I'm surprised he didn't consider that and think maybe the other drivers, you can look around you and you can sometimes tell yourself, especially the ones ahead, how many times they've gone off. You can, especially at a track like Silverstone, when someone goes wide at the first corner 2, 3, 4 times, in your head you're thinking, he's got a time penalty, coming into the race, I might be a little bit cautious around him, but I'm absolutely delighted for Coop. Aaron will be licking his wounds and he'll come back. As you can see, like I said earlier on, the top 3 are 3 points, so it was a 3-second penalty, so the status was pretty much quo. Yeah. As we go through the order now, Mal, would you want to do the honours?
Yeah, sure, thank you. We've got MJ Coop first. MJ Coop, well done for him. That was a fantastic race for him. Fair play to Jim, Betrayer, who will be joining us. Them two, as well as BW Clyde, will join us in the commentary box. So the top 3 there. Gazzaman in 4th. F1 Richard in 5th. Fantastic drive from him as well. Vasconi in 6th. Colin J in 7th. Notorious in 8th. Sir Spud in 9th. O'Stephen in 10th. Captain Stiff in 11th. Aaron J. Spence, I don't know why he got 12, but obviously he got 12 because of the crash. Brennan is in 13th. I can't remember the rest of the other drivers because Nigel Gash never missed and the other guys have been... damn. I was going to catch all the I was going to try and catch all the penalties, but I didn't have time. So I do apologise, guys, for that one. I'll bring the drivers in, Tom, and we'll do the interviews. As long... Yeah. Hey, how you doing? That's it. Fantastic. Fantastical. Lol. Lol. Fair play, guys.
Also, the way he talks, you know, he's very. Sometimes it's good to talk like this. Sometimes it's not.
Don't do the Schwarzenegger moment, Tom, whatever you do.
Get out of here. No.
We're sorry for any technical difficulties, guys, but Tom has lost the plot.
South African, I'm doing South African then. Jim. I thought I was going to snatch it at the end. I had to give the place back though because it gave me a warning. I overtook him on the yellow flag.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you beautiful, beautiful Ferrari number 2. Well done, mate. Well done.
While the guys are joining for the interviews, I'm just waiting for. I don't know if BW Clyde is joining, but I think he's offline.
Doesn't he have a headset? I don't think he's got a headset, has he?
BW Clyde.
The thing. Yeah,
Oh, I see.
He drove really, I think he drove really well tonight. He got
I'll
a good
speak on his
pole.
behalf then. I'll speak on his behalf since I commentated on the race and I was watching him. First of all, without further ado, MJ Coop, is your microphone working?
Yes, can you hear me?
Welcome to the Circle of Winners. Absolutely fantastic drive, mate. It was a pleasure to commentate on. What I'd like to say is, I said this in commentary, you know when you pitted earlier and we followed you?
Yeah.
Was that you noticing that you had to force the race because the gaps between the drivers at front, there must have been 2-3 seconds covering you, so you forced the race? Is that? Yeah, I'll let you answer it.
Exactly. No, that's exactly what I did. I got to the lap before and I thought maybe now's the time to do the undercut, and then for some reason I thought I'll go one more lap, and then when I went the second lap I thought whatever Betrayer does I'm doing the opposite, and he and the guy in front stayed out, and I thought I've got to go, and then I noticed that Wave did the same, so I thought if I don't do the undercut then I'm pretty much going to be stuck in third place. So yeah, that was the entire plan.
Yeah.
And yeah,
absolutely. I mean, when you came out, I noticed that you had a little bit of traffic, and I was thinking to myself, his heart's going to be in his mouth, and he'll know himself as soon as he clears that traffic. The likes of Aaron, Jim, Clyde, Wave, they're going to be struggling to get through them. Is that what you were thinking? You just had to get through them?
Well, fortunately, when I came out of the pits, the guy in front was Nitro Gash, which is my teammate, so he straight away moved aside and let me through. So I've got to thank him for that. I did have a game chat, ask him to, if he could block the other guys behind, that'd be good. So I don't know what happened after that, but after that it was just a matter of, and then when I did the next lap and I noticed Aaron then came out behind me, I thought, yeah, it's worked.
Is that true? Yeah. Did you actually ask him to block people behind?
Yeah, I said to.
I didn't ask him to block
disqualified. I just said to Nitro, says if you hold the guy up behind, that'd be good. So I don't know if he made life hard for Wave, but yeah.
Yeah, obviously it definitely did, because you both came in together. Wave couldn't get through as easy as you did. I noticed, I think it was the time you got straight past Santuri, and I believe it might have been the other Sauber, and I remember Aaron, he dropped back 1.718 seconds, and that was the race done for me. I noticed Jim was getting quite close to him, but just couldn't put it through. But as somebody who's seen your race this season, you've had pole positions, you've been close, you've had near misses, you've spun off. That's what I say, congratulations, and I'm very chuffed and proud of you that you've managed to win the race tonight. No, it's fully deserved. Now, Jim.
Hello.
Yeah, the old soldier. I tell you what, mate, you had obviously being a biased Ferrari fan tonight, I was a little bit leaning towards yourself, but there was a moment in the race, I believe it was like lap 2, lap 3, when I think Aaron went wide, and then you tucked in behind, and MJ Coop went to the right of you. Did you think you were getting crammed in? Was that a big issue with regards to losing that position?
Well, you know what I'm like. I'm just going to sit back for the first few laps and gather who's quick and what to do. And I knew Coop was quick, obviously, because he set a good lap in qualifying. I knew Aaron was quick, and I was just, if there's a chance, like when I overtook Coop went wide. I just slipped on the inside, and that was it. Job done, I thought. But when he pitted, I thought, oh, all right, he must be going on to mediums, either that or he's too soppy. And so I followed Aaron in. I was going to pit anyway on that lap, so I followed Aaron in, come out. And I was like, oh shit, I'm in 11th here. What's going on?
And I'm surprised. I thought of anyone, you might have been the guy to force it, but you know.
When Coop was setting fast, I kept thinking, I wonder, because I couldn't tell what tyres he was on. I thought, oh, he's gone on another set of super softs. He's going to be pitting again, is what I thought. All the way through to about lap 20, I thought, oh yeah, Coop's going to pit again. It'll be me and Aaron. And following Aaron around, I thought, I don't need to overtake Aaron because he's bound to have at least 2 penalties because of going wide at, what's that fast right-hander? Before back on Maggots. But yeah, he was going wide there nearly every lap.
Yeah, he was. I noticed that. I commented on that a couple of times. Yeah, he was doing that coming out of Stowe as well.
Yeah, Bounce has got a few time thingy-bobs. And,
he's one for both years then. Like, you know, you had the start of the race, sorry to cut you off there, Jim. We've got airtime to try and consolidate here. Obviously, Clyde qualified on pole, and you were all within a couple of tenths. Yeah, it was a great pole, obviously it was. Did you think at any point, either of yous, that nobody is taking this race by the scruff of the neck and trying to run away, because there was a lot of squabbling, nobody was able to pull away. When they got in clean air, obviously you saw Cooper at the front. He eventually took it on lap 11 with pitting early. Yourself, Jim, did you ever feel at one point that this race is still open and that nobody's really taking the fight till then?
Well, the setup I had, I'd driven it offline 3 or 4 times, and it got better as the race went on. The tyres held up really well, as you know, because you used it last night. It held up really well, and the idea was that I was going to keep getting quicker and quicker and quicker with loads of fuel, because I just basically ran on standard fuel for the first 12 laps.
Yeah,
I was quite happy. Sat in third, couple of seconds off the lead. Job, that to me that's job done. Get the first bit of the race out of the way. I've got a tank full of fuel, fresh tyres. It's only going to be a matter of time, but it didn't work out. I lost DRS for 2 laps, and that cost me big time. Honestly, I just lost touch of Aaron. I think it went to about 2 seconds with about 4 laps to go, and then I got it back again. It was too late, really. But then with what happened at the end, I thought, oh, I'm going to get in here. He's gone. He's gone off. One of them's gone off the track. There must have been a bit of a coming together, and Coop slowed right down, and I overtook him.
Yeah.
I got the warning, and I thought I'm not just going to finish in front of him and get like a whopping damn huge penalty.
I thought what he did was very very mature, very professional. Obviously, you saw that little incident. I think Aaron, don't get me wrong, we all love Aaron. He's a fantastic driver. He's very quick, and he's obviously still new to the online racing. I just think then he might have just got a little bit over eager, if you were going for the race win at that point. Because I mean, anybody like MJ Cooper, he made sure his car came out first, and he kept it.
I was going to let him pass on the last corner of the last lap.
No, exactly. It's completely human nature. Obviously, he did have the extra penalty as well, so I was a little bit surprised about that. Like I said during the stream, but I don't know if any of you managed to catch the incident between Wave and JFM UFC. Was there anything said during the party, or because I know Gaza was behind it?
I saw his car at the entry to the pits. He hit the wall. Is all I saw.
Yeah. The only thing I heard Wave say over game chat was that screwed my race, and that was pretty much it. So
yeah, but I think it's something that the Stews look into, because I think that's going to cost the Flying Scotsman a couple of points in the championship race. So moving on to you now, Coop. Confidence must be high. Yeah, obviously now we've got just over half the season to go. I bet you can't wait for the next one to come along.
Yeah, I mean, the last couple of races, as you've probably seen, have all gone to pot, really. So every week I've been, really hoping the next one comes around quickly. So yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
It's good to just get the points on the board and take a little bit of pressure off. But can't wait for the next race.
Yeah. Jim, how about yourself, mate? Looking forward to China. What's your track record there like? And
I want my teammate back. I want my teammate back.
I don't know. This is quite comfortable up here, Malt makes a good coffee, He's quite good. He keeps stabbing my head every time I get a bit hot. Yeah, it's nice.
I like China, to be honest. So
yeah, the food's good.
It's gonna suit you and I next week, to be honest.
have a chicken fried rice.
I hope
curry
so, mate. A
sauce,
moment ago.
chips. That's it. Cool.
You gonna do the shoey coop?
Shoe coop.
You pay your Doc Martens and put a bit of vodka in them.
Maybe with the girlfriend, maybe might do, yeah.
Oh, very cool.
We're sorry for any technical difficulties again, guys.
It's after 9 o'clock. Come on.
Yeah.
That'll do now.
Yeah, that will do now. So thanks for Tom for the questions on that one. So I'll say quick ones for MJ Cooper and Betrayer, and then before we mention our last bits of the race and then stop the stream. Just want to say, so Spud says, good racing guys, had fun tonight, well done top 3. He said to us, me and Tom, good commentary. Thank you, Spud. Nice one.
Aaron just quickly said, apologies to Coop from me, I arrived too fast and got on the curb, so there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
I
fair
saw
enough. That's fair enough. As long as what's happened is done and dusted, and that's it. MJ Coop, well done. Well done. You've just won the British Grand Prix. I bet you was absolutely delighted on that one.
Yeah, over the moon. Yeah, it feels so good, especially the last few races where it's just not really gone to plan. So it's interesting as well that the race I've finally won as I've not been on pole position. So it's a little bit of a funny one, really. But yeah, absolutely over the moon. Felt like I had it under control until the last couple of laps, where I knew Aaron was going to catch me because I pitted I think maybe a lap or two earlier than him. So
it was
I
2
knew
laps.
My tyres were going to be 2 laps. I thought Aaron's definitely going to have fresher tyres than me. But you know, come to the last 1 laps, I thought, yeah, got this under control. The last lap, yeah, it got a bit close, but once I got to the second sector of the circuit, I thought, yeah, that's pretty much it. I made sure I had some fuel for the last straight. And yeah, it's also worth mentioning that Aaron did just send me a message shortly as well. He did apologise to me as well. So,
okay, fair enough.
But yeah, I covered him off under Stone. I thought that's pretty much it. You know, race 1, and then all of a sudden to see him appearing on the outside and then putting me off on the grass was initially very frustrating. I got a bit annoyed, but then Betrayer has already said to me that he overtook me under yellow, so he had to give the position back, which I guess justice is done in a way. But I don't know, maybe Aaron might look back and think, you know, when you get to the last corners and the last lap and the race is pretty much won, you've sometimes got to give up the fight, or maybe he could have just, you know, because he's lost a lot of points today, which will affect him in the championship. So yeah. But yeah, glad the outcome finally turned out as it did.
Yeah,
I don't think he's necessarily worried about the championship. I think, bless him, he just wants to win a race. Is what he wants to do. And I suppose we've all been there. He's not won one yet. He's had a chance. He's playing all his baggage into that one. It's not worked out for him, bless him. You know what I mean? I mean, I've done it. No, I don't know Tom's done it. Now we've all done it.
No.
Chasing our first win. Our first win. Yeah.
It took ages.
You've been a naughty boy.
Oh.
But yeah, I think it's right. He just wants to win a race. And he's so close to winning it. Like Coop, you've been close. Had pole at Brazil, wasn't it? He was unlucky there. It's just been a little bit of luck.
Yeah.
And a good setup, and the job's done, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't think Jim could have put it better. I think it's a case of a mix of experience, young, naive, quick, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like I said, you was really unlucky with, like, you do well in the qualifying, but you was so unlucky in the races, hence why you get, like, most of the penalties and stuff. So that's why I just want to make sure that when will Coop ever coop out by getting the first place? And you have done it, and you've cooped it with ease on that one. And I bet your heart was in your mouth when Aaron was close enough to you, because you don't know what the points, the penalty situations, did you? Really?
No, I knew since last night where I got 3 penalties. I knew this tonight. I definitely cleaned it up, and I only ended up having 1 penalty. So, but like Jim touched on earlier, when we were all chasing early on in the race in a line, we could see Aaron was very regularly running off the track. Yeah. So I was surprised if he had didn't have a penalty. So I was pretty sure that he may have had 1, if not 2. So I was pretty sure that it was all pretty much wrapped up. So
yeah, fair dues. Yeah. MJ Coop, I bet you're gonna have a champagne, beers. I don't know what you're gonna do. Just don't get too drunk next week. After that,
that's
all right.
And
definitely. Yeah.
just
We'll
wrapping that up,
celebrate
Mark. It's
Yeah.
the coup de grace for Coupe as we move on to China next week.
Yes.
For Ted Juar's maiden win of the season. Thank you very much.
Like again, we are sorry for any technical difficulties from Tom, but that we're not going to know what's going to happen till next week.
And you'll get Betrayer is faster than you. Betrayer is faster than you is what you'll get.
That
Tom.
will
over.
be in the commentary box on that one. We'll see what happens. But Jim, again, congratulations on getting second again.
Well happy with that.
I bet during qualifying, I bet you think, what do I need to do to try and get nearer to Aaron, because Aaron was like quicker, nearly, but you kept the pace with him during the race. Did you add more wing or less wing in your setup? Don't want me asking.
What? From
the race?
I run pretty much bog standard, low front, high back. To be honest.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Because
I was just waiting for the end of the race to come in, Mount, because I had a setup that I thought would come into its own. It was good on the tyres. I'd have fresher tyres, tank full of fuel, and I'd be able to catch them up and pass them. But it didn't happen. I could catch them, but I just couldn't quite get into position to overtake Aaron. That was what it was. I couldn't get close enough. He was quite slow through Maggots and Beckett's through that bit. I was pretty quick through there, but all the other sections he was faster than me, it seemed. So I was catching him up down the back straight, and then after the first corner, and then the Wellington straight, he would pull it out again. So
yeah,
I just thought, I thought as soon as Wave crashed, I thought, third's not too bad. Looking at the way that Aaron had driven, I thought he's bound to have got at least 2 penalties. I had 1, so all I've got to do is stay within 2 seconds of him. That's the plan.
Yeah.
Seconds, happy days. Thinking that Coop was going to pit as well, I thought, job done. Oh no,
Yeah.
Good win from Coop. Good win from Coop there. Well
Beautiful.
Cheers, man. Thanks.
But yeah.
Beautiful.
But Jim, obviously with all your experience, it looked like you was going to try and get past Aaron at some point. But obviously, it would have been interesting if there was no penalties and stuff. But it would have been very interesting to see how you and Aaron battled out, because it was a ding-dong battle.
I've got lots to think about this season, Matt. Not just winning races. It's keeping the points ticking over. I had 6th place last race. I haven't started from last. So a podium today was minimum that I wanted. So happy. Would like to have won, don't get me wrong. I thought I had the pace in the car to win, but it just didn't happen for whatever reason.
But you never know.
Because
Jimbo.
Coop was quicker. Coop was quicker, that's what it was.
Yeah. Tom's lost it.
When I get a message next week saying, have you got a setup for me tomorrow? I'll be like, no, get your own setup.
Do you know what? Like, if he can't keep a straight face, I'm sick of him messaging me saying, "Tom, please, can I finish ahead of you?" I'm like, "Go on." I'm racing with my toes again.
I don't know what these Ferrari boys are up to,
What round was that we've just done there? Was that round 5?
Yeah, this is round 5.
Tej, 5-0. 5-0, mate. And I beat you in qualifying tonight as well.
We're sorry for any technical difficulties on that one.
So have you got any more questions?
yeah, I was going to say. So Spud says my first win was in this league. He was on about like the first win. It took years for Spud. Obviously, some people who've like raced straight away had it for years, didn't they? And like instant. I mean, Tom, you didn't have your first wins probably like 2013, 2014, was it?
Or 2015.
2015. Sorry. I was trying to give it an earlier year on that one, Tom, but I was trying to be polite.
He's been playing since 1997, haven't you, Tom?
I have, in that case, if that's the case, then my first one was at Melbourne in the Jordan Peugeot Gianfranco Fisichella.
Yeah. So Spud said, that's so funny, Jim, what you said earlier about...
When Spud started racing, they just invented the wheel.
Oh God, Spud will be having words with you on that one, Tom. That's it. That's it.
Sorry, I'll sit on him.
Okay. We're sorry again for technical difficulties.
I feel I'll sit on him. That's not bad.
Again, we're sorry for any technical difficulties. Tom, Jim.
You
Last thing. Oh, okay, I'm not going to say that on this one.
What now? Quick. What's the
Uh,
matter?
just want to say, last thing, congratulations on your second place, and same for MJ Cooper first. And I'll leave you to it now, so thank you guys, unless Tom's got any more questions.
And well done to Clyde as well for a
and Clyde.
Very good pole and a very good third. Well deserved.
Yeah.
Cheers, thanks. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Well
Thank you
done,
very
folks.
much.
Fantastical.
See you next week, boys.
See you next
One more
week.
question, Jim. Last question.
Oh, where's he going?
I don't know what happened.
Right, I'm gonna go anyway.
All
I'll see you boys soon.
All right, no worries.
Cheers. Thanks.
No, cheers for that,
See you
guys.
later.
Nice one. I don't know what happened with Tom, so he's probably left the session or something. I don't know. But while the guys are leaving the session, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone at F3. It's just been an absolute blast. And thank you guys, it was a blast, and thank you to Tom for joining me in the commentary box. Hopefully, his race ban will be stopped for China next week, so he will be racing next week, all being well. Just want to say a big thank you to everyone else, and let's keep that racing going. And F3 has been an absolute blast. And I'll tell you what, guys, remember, stay classy. Stay classy! Ha ha ha! Anyways, see you later, guys. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.